Alright, let's get going, shall we? Okay, we're frozen already. The commitment on those R2s is very heavy. Maybe the commitment on the R1s is less heavy. Yes, okay, this far less heavy. Oh, we have an ice iteration of one of those things from before. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what this is. Getting hit by that. Okay, so I've learned something. The acid spray is a continual, so it continues to use your Fable slots as you hold it down, presumably. The commitment on the R2 running attack is very, very heavy. It's very hefty, so you gotta really be committed. I parried. I saw that other guy get up too. I'm not gonna have time. Shouldn't have gone for that. I knew better. I should have just waited and parried him. What's up, Riku? We in the DLC. We're not faring too bad so far. Trying out a new weapon that I just found. Shouldn't have done that. Oh, I got a grace period. That's nice of them. Man, that acid damage hurts. Okay, so what's the deal with this guy? Is he any different, or is he just the same jabroni from before? Where you been at? I've been waiting for that Borderlands stream. I just streamed Borderlands the other night. I played it for like 5 hours. I'm not gonna lie though, at the end of my first stream, I think I was like level 12 or 13, and my character is now level 45. So I've just been running around Kairos. I've been going to the different regions and just like collecting echoes and deadbolts and shit like that. So I haven't really done anything story related, to be honest, but yeah, bitch, how do you like that? So I haven't fought any of the main bosses yet. I've killed like a whole bunch of overworld bosses and shit like that. But I haven't fought any of the main people yet. Like, I have not fought the Ripper Queen, I haven't fought Vile Lictor yet, and I haven't fought, Idolator Sol yet. I want to save those for stream. But just running around Kairos is kind of just like mindless bullshit. And there's never really been an open world Borderlands before, so it's a different dynamic that I'm not used to, so I'm trying to find a good way to pace out the actual, like, recording footage, so I'm actually, like, getting progress, and not just, like, mindlessly running around and getting nowhere and doing nothing, really. Like, I don't want to stream a whole bunch of boring shit that people aren't gonna really be invested in watching. Mirror's Journal. Sallow set out to sea 2 days ago. In the end, I couldn't stop that damned old fool. Okay, so that must be the Scooby-Doo guy in the Rain Slicker. As if all the monsters suddenly appearing and throwing everything into chaos wasn't bad enough. Why must that stubborn old man make me suffer so much in my twilight years? But it's not just him. It seems everyone here has suddenly lost their minds. More and more villagers are suddenly insisting that they want to die. It feels like I'm the only one who cares about the village anymore. Let's start by checking in with residents next door. The rest of the words are smudged and illegible, which looks like carcass mucus or something. How have I been? Yeah, I've been, dandy. I've been fine. I'm mostly putting in hours at my new job. I need the Fisherman's Weathered Key. Okay, so we have to come back here. That's fine. Getting here wasn't too bad. This is the lighthouse. Okay, let's not go to the lighthouse yet. I feel like that's the main place that we're gonna want to be going. I do want to see if we can find a stargazer nearby, but I don't know if we will or not.
Oh. Okay, now, don't...
The Roma Forest.
I'm pretty sure the legendary stalker is nearby.
Okay, hold on. Alright, let's go to the lighthouse. I don't like that. That's kind of foreboding. My intuition is telling me to go to the lighthouse, so let's go to the lighthouse. Maybe that's where our stargazer is. I have no idea. But yeah, I've been doing fine. I've been kicking back a shit ton of hours in my new job. I'm doing really, really well. My boss loves me. There's our stargazer, by the way. Krat Mysteries, the Haunted Lighthouse. The legend of how the Krat Lighthouse came to be called the Haunted Lighthouse is quite famous. However, even the most avid of storytellers do not know the name of the ghost. In life, the ghost's name was Columbo, who was Krat's lighthouse keeper, but all knew him only as the portly keeper, for he was said to have been a greedy glutton. Columbo used his position to extort money from boat captains, giving light only to those who paid. They say he amassed a large fortune that he hid in a secret location only he could access. That treasure has never been found, leading to rumors the keeper became so portly by eating all the treasure himself. The townspeople cursed Columbo with their every breath. Some believe the curses worked because one day Columbo just vanished. Like his treasure, he has never been found either. The lighthouse could not be left unattended, so the townspeople appointed a new keeper, but that keeper suddenly resigned, driven from the post by the cries of the ghost that haunts the lighthouse still. This repeated with the next keeper and the next, and many, many more. All fearing the wrath of the ghost, it was only after the keeper changed 7 times that Columbo's ghost finally fell quiet. Even now it is said that the screams of the portly keeper can be heard echoing through the lighthouse when storms slash the shores. Perhaps the sounds of howling are Columbo raging at the townspeople who cursed him. What's up, Possum? We're just getting some fucking sick Columbo lore. Oh, yo, what's going on down there? Okay, alright, here's the deal. We're going to the lighthouse first. I'm securing my safety checkpoint before we do anything. I'm doing this before we do anything. Also, I'm probably not going to be using this weapon in any boss fights, if I'm being real. It's a cool idea for a weapon, but I don't think I can deal with it with its current state. I think I would have to modify it and change the handle on it. So let's go back to our traditional standard. I do kind of want to play around with this blade a little bit more, and we haven't really used it very much, so let's pull this back out for a little while. Ah, here's that panel I was looking for. This is the place shown in the decoded frosted cipher machine text.
The whole thing's just suspicious. Think about it. There aren't really that many places someone as heavy as that lighthouse keeper can hide in. The whole thing's
sensitive to weight. Maybe I have to drop onto it.
Think about it. There aren't really that many places someone as heavy as that lighthouse keeper can hide.
No, there's no way I have to drop onto it. Maybe I can push something off the top to break the floor through. Maybe it's something like that. Okay, I'm watching for broken stairs so I don't fall to my death, very embarrassingly. Nothing going on, nothing going on. Crescent moon, okay. Yeah, but I'll get back up to some more Borderlands shenanigans soon. I've unlocked a lot of areas, and I've unlocked a lot of boss fights. I've tried to abstain from doing any story missions, so I haven't really done anything story-related. I haven't talked to Zadra yet. Oh, that must be the Rose Estate. Okay. I see. But we have to go through the Forest of Evil bullshit to get there, of course. Hey, yo, that looks important. Peer into distance, okay. Cat dust, alright. This takes us down to another layer of the lighthouse that we haven't been able to reach yet. Okay, so what's the deal with this? Is this just a way down or what? Activity crank. Yeah, this is just a way down. Alright, so... Oh. Maybe we have to just stand on the panel and over-encumber ourselves. Is it that simple? Could it be something like that? Maybe that's what the deal is. Let's put on our heaviest of equipments. See if that'll do anything for us. Okay, what's the second heaviest weapon that we have? Okay, that's 16.9. That's pretty fucking heavy. That's 18.6. That's even heavier. Let's go with that. And then for our third weapon... goes up by 5.9. That one's pretty heavy too. Oh, you know what? We have the Ami. I have an idea. Okay, I got an idea. I forgot we picked up that Ami. Let's do that. So let me put this back on. Let me put my claws back on. Let me not be a dipshit here for 5 seconds. Where's that one Ami for weight that I picked up from before? Ah. Hey. Look at me, I'm so fucking smart, dude. Too smart for my own fucking good. Alright. What do we got in here? A housekeeper's journal. They brought bars of gold and made a request. Their ship's movements are not to be recorded in the official logs. It's a truly profitable deal. The local fishermen are nothing compared to them. They arrived at the lighthouse again, loaded with the generous payment of gold bars. What are they transporting that's worth so much to keep secret? I snatched a box when they weren't looking. All I found inside were bottles of medicine. I sold all the bottles on the black market. I told them it was medicine, so I got a great price. The idiots didn't even notice the box that I had nicked. Later, Maxim said that none of his customers ever returned after buying the medicine, but I don't see how that's any of my concern. My treasure trove is growing. All these fools are making me rich. The writing is smeared with blood. This is a joke, right? I only nicked a few boxes. They have plenty. Why would they do this to me? I'm trapped. Why won't anyone help me? I'll starve if I can't eat treasure. Someone get me out of here. Okay, so he sealed himself in with his riches. Alright, so now I go back to Alidoro, and Alidoro's going to give me something else. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to transition to the Alidoro side quest and take care of that. And then, secondarily, after rounding out this Alidoro quest right here, I want to go back and talk to the fisherman upon the iceberg again and see if I can't pick up his key from his corpse, because I presume him to be dead by now.
Any enemy of the alchemists?
I think he would have bled out by this point.
The door only opened for someone of great weight. Ingenious. Who would have thought? Well done. You have the keen mind of a detective. Condemn the lighthouse keeper to such.
I'm a femboy. All I have for entertainment is CSI Miami. That's pretty much all I got.
Be able to stomach their evil wrongdoings. As long as the alchemists rule Krat.
Damn detectives coat and a detective's hat. Hell yeah. Goddamn.
Thank you for revealing another truth. Without you, the alchemist's secrets would have stayed locked away forever. More problems remain, of course. For all intents and purposes, Krat remains under the thumb of the alchemists. I know that what I'm doing is something that must be done, but I often feel like I'm fighting alone in meaningless battles. The enemy is great, and I am but one man. Will my efforts ultimately be in vain? Will the terrible truths I know ever be revealed to the people of Krat? Will the terrible truths I know
Probably not.
I understand.
Like, if we're speaking realistically, probably not. Like, the amount of digging people would actually have to do and the amount of, like, connections that they would need to draw and
make. A
make.
lone voice will always be dismissed. I can only hope that someone, somewhere, will be willing to hear the truth. I shall continue either way. I must. I still have someone to protect. And who knows, maybe all I need is one particular person. Perhaps that reporter known for...
No, I'm honestly trying to check out his gloves to see if he has the one finger missing.
Medoro. I shall place my last hope in his hands. Thank you.
So we've heard Medoro referenced in notes before, and he is a reporter, so that makes sense. Okay. Alright. So now that that's done, I'm gonna cut to the lighthouse guy, or the guy in the rain slicker. So, I believe he was here before I went into this boss fight with Pinnocchio, but I could be wrong. So, let's go see if he's out here. This could be the part where I picked up the thing from the safe. No, here he is. Okay, cool. I did guess right.
I never
Oh no, he's still alive. Okay.
I fought and fought until I triumphed. You would help an old man? Refreshing in one so young. All right. Go to the village and find that foolish...
I'm only helping you for personal profit. I'm only helping you for personal gain, old man.
And tell him I caught the fish. And get the beer he holds for me. After battling this fish for 3 days, I am exhausted. It's time to celebrate my triumph.
I had a really aged bottle of wine like forever ago. Why didn't you just ask? I sold it to this stupid fucking merchant doof. You should have just asked me when I was here before. What an idiot. Alrighty then. So it looks like we can't proceed with that hut until we progress into the village. So let's go do that, I suppose. Again, I figure I should mention that this is absolutely blind. I have no idea how long this fucking DLC is, but I've pumped a incredibly decent amount of time into it. It, at this point, has been over 10 or 11 hours. This is a pretty hefty fucking DLC. It has really good weapon variety. A lot of the charms are really cool. Like, the new instruments they give you to play around with, the new Legion arms, like, all of it's really, really cool. Some of the bosses are really big hitters, I'm not gonna lie. Like, some of them are kind of crap. Like, the Anguished Guardian of the Ruins wasn't really all that cool, and the Tyrannical Predator were by far the most boring out of the, like, array of bosses that I fought, for sure, I think. We're gonna run into Leia here, aren't we? Yeah, I had a feeling. Okay. This seemed like somewhere somebody would take a rest. She senses us, okay.
Who are you?
Okay, I'm a friend.
You look familiar.
Yeah, I know, I fought them twice. I stole her drip. I found her drip, by the way.
Wait.
You remember when I recalled that there was a black rabbit hole door that I know I had bypassed, but I couldn't remember where it was? It was actually at Krat Hotel, and that's where you get her outfit
Romeo's
from.
locket.
But I still haven't found the fourth door. Is she gonna take her mask off? Oh my god, she better be hot. Please be hot. Please be fine as fuck. Please have... Oh my god.
How?
Oh my fucking god, she is fine as hell. Green eyes, red hair, oh my
Very
fuck,
dear
that
to
is
me.
quite the Jesus.
Thank you for
fuck.
returning it. But, before all that, how did you find me?
I followed the fragrance of fine ass, what else?
I see. The tracker. He told you about me. He never did
Alidoro.
fix that irksome quirk of his. Always wasting his time on lost causes. But he doesn't extend his trust easily. His faith in your character speaks volumes. Does that mean I can trust you?
Okay, there we go, all should be good now.
Fine. I concede you are not my enemy.
Not yet.
If you were, the tracker would have made sure you never reached me.
God forbid you succumb to the same
The fact
bullshit
you're alive
Veronique
means he
succumbed
trusted
to, and
your
I have to fight
intentions
you
when he
too.
sent you here. The tracker has always looked after others. That's the principle that guides him. Comrades would be a better term to describe us than friends. That said, he is the reason I'm listening to you now. Just don't ask me anymore.
Fair enough.
This photo. It's
The
last
ginger
one
admires
left.
her secrecy. I get it.
A pity it's damaged. A memory of me with my 2 apprentices. Happier days now gone forever.
Oh, is that why she
was
said that we
covered
look
in-
familiar? Is because we remind her of
such a fool.
Carlo.
I never appreciated how precious our time together truly was. When to tell you the truth,
Whoops, I didn't mean to skip that.
couldn't
So
bear
that must
it.
be the time travel dynamic,
was
is
just
we died
too
in her
painful to
present
see how
time
happy
period.
you'd
So
been.
right now, this is the area where we died. So we succumbed to the petrification disease, but now we're actually here in person with Carlo's essence, essentially. So we have Carlo's residual memories. We have his essence of being. We're just not human. We're basically a
all
automaton
this is the work
replication of
that
Carlo.
damned Arlecchino. We have a history.
So Geppetto wants to
When
turn
he
us into a
ran
real
rampant
boy,
as a
amassing a
serial killer
really
long ago,
crazy stockpile
I
of
was the one
ergo
who
that he
put an
sends
end
us
to
on a
his
mission
reign
to
of
collect.
terror.
So he basically
was
manipulates
evil to
us
the
and
core.
uses us as an instrument
our
for his
battle, I
own
did
will
my best to destroy his
to
body.
meet his own ends, pretty much. But now we're traveling back in time to
He holds a
stand
grudge
in
against
allegiance
me
with
over
Leia
that.
against Arlecchino
I had heard the ego of a
and change the
murderer
course of
awakened
time and
within
the
his
fabric of
ergo.
history.
But can a puppet be considered human through ego alone? I don't even know if a puppet is capable of holding a grudge like a human. But since he dragged
So I'm
Romeo
guessing that
into
Romeo
this,
actually does
I will
die
not
in the
let it
DLC, and
stand.
then he was reanimated with Geppetto, or by Geppetto, like the very same method that we were. Because Geppetto has the hands of creation, he can kind of do whatever he wants. He can revive inorganic matter.
Arlecchino left me an invitation to meet. To think he was under my nose the entire time. I searched everywhere for him. Insanity. No time for regrets. Romeo is at the Rose Estate. Along with that damned puppet.
Okay, so Arlecchino is a puppet, okay.
Do you truly mean that? You'll be putting your life on the line.
But what is Arlecchino's goal? Is he just like a murderous, crazed puppet? Maybe he was the... He was the puppet in the fucking ship hold, the transport, the puppet that they said couldn't get into Krat because he was too dangerous. That was Arlecchino. Because Arlecchino's note referenced something about a shipwreck that destroyed his body and left him mangled, so that must be what that alluded to. I'm just drawing that connection now.
Ask you to fight with me. We must find a way into the Rose estate.
I see.
Despite outward appearances, its defenses are formidable. And the bigger problem is, I've lost my key.
Okay, so they foresaw that Arlecchino would be the undoing of all of
Work
Krat.
something out when we reach the gates.
But why?
The key? What? How? You must be part crow. You certainly hoard everything you come across.
Yeah, see, she gets it.
This is the key I lost a while ago. Well, this will make it much easier to get inside. The entrance to the Rose estate is further up the mountain path.
Okay, so the only standing thing that we have left to do that's a loose end is the guy in the rain slicker that killed the whale. And we have the doll. I forgot where her name is, but it starts with an L, I think. The one that we gave the shoes to. A defaced poster featuring an image of a missing person. Holes have been torn out where Romeo's eyes should be. On one part of the poster, a map showing a path leading to the Rose estate is drawn in red ink. Or blood. I don't know, take your pick. Leia's will.
Romeo, this is likely my final message to you. I am off to battle Arlecchino to save you. I'll do whatever it takes. Your survival is all that matters. Nothing else comes close, not even my life. There was nothing admirable about my life. But I did what I could. In the only way I knew how. I know Carlo's death scarred us all. I know it changed everything. But we endured. There was always hope. And it was because of you. Without you by my side, I would have been lost long ago.
Okay, so Leia's whole reason for fighting is to protect and save Romeo. So, again, like I said, she's very selfless. Like, she's a chevalier. Like, she knows her life is forfeit, so she's doing whatever she can to rid the world of Arlecchino and save Romeo. And I guess it's a weird dynamic to live as a person and then die and then be brought back to life in some weird way to see how your death impacted people that you knew. So that's a really interesting dynamic. There's a book series that I read called Cirque du Freak, and the author's name was Darren Shan. And it was actually a really, really cool fucking story. I liked it a lot. And it has about 12 or 13 books within its chronology. I recommend everybody read that series. It's honestly really good. I've read it about 3 or 4 times myself. I'm going to take a potty break. I will be right back. Now, I know there are many of you that wouldn't really see me as like an active hobbyist or like a reader, or an avid reader at that. But I was actually quite proficient and profound literarily back in my schooling days.
Be careful.
Which is why I know so many big words. There's some that I kind of misconstrue with other words, but that's kind of where that comes from, is just a long history of reading books. So reading does kind of work to bolster your comprehensive skill and your literary capabilities, so don't let people tell you that books aren't educational.
I'll kill you all!
Oh my god, okay, she's stronger than me. Cool, I upgraded all my weapons, and you just do the same amount of damage having not done shit. Maybe she upgraded her shit too, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna pull out the claws to fight alongside her, so we look way more dapper, way more dashing. It's cool that we actually get an NPC to fight with. Now, I don't have to look like a scrub, but on the other hand, if I happen to biff it, I'm gonna look that much stupider than biffing it in front of my idol. Okay, she's kind of flashy, okay. I should have known. What I get for going for goodies and treats and items. Babel Catalyst, okay. Where are we going next, baby girl? Lead the way. Oh, it's one of those. Are you fucking serious? Wow. I couldn't get away from the dogs. I was just hit stunned. Like, you know, honestly, if I had to drop another criticism for this game, it's that kind of bullshit right fucking there, where you take one hit and you cannot do anything. Like, you can't do shit. Like, I really don't feel like that's fair. Like, I don't mind taking the damage, but, like, you need to allow me to move mechanically. Like, I cannot sit there and just take hit after hit after hit. In a combat RPG that's action-oriented, like, that's unforgivable. Like, you can't create a dynamic like that and then punish the player for it when it's not the player's fault. It's just, it's super fucking retarded. Like, it's annoying for no reason. Just really doesn't need to be there.
Another one down.
As soon as I saw the other dog, I knew that fucking stupid shit was gonna happen too. Really? From all the way over there, it managed to hit me. I love it. Not 2 seconds into this fucking area. I guess it finally happened. It had to happen sooner or later, that I would die to a fucking normal scrub-ass enemy. Atrocious. I really do hate that kind of fucking shit. It pisses me off. Like, there's just no need for it. Increases damage of thrown objects. That really doesn't need to be in the game. The throwing objects are already pretty fucking ridiculous as they are.
Good. Let's go.
That was fucking
You have some
bullshit.
skill. You must have had a good teacher.
Did you not see me just biff it to fucking dogs, of all things? How many times have I said not to dogs, and then I end up getting killed by fucking dogs? I can't afford to get hit by that grab at my health. No, that did not hit me. Not mid-dodge. No, that did not hit me. Why the fuck are they getting hitboxes outside of what their actual physical range is? That doesn't make any sense. Alright. So I guess we go through this network of cave systems, and then we come out at the Rose Estate, I believe. And this is where we get that image from the trailer, where we get that still with them walking.
Oddly familiar.
From the rivers to the sea, we drink water from where the fish release their seed. Maybe you do, Chicky. I don't know. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to play video games and be bad.
Another one down. Keep going.
Come on, bitch. Keep up. Oh, I can... I didn't know that was a functionality. What the fuck? You can, like, dodge and do a blast? What the fuck? How did I do that? I don't even know how the fuck I did that. I, like, triggered it accidentally, and then, like, I can't do it now, but I'm, like, actually trying to do it. That's so odd. Alright. I wonder how the hell that works. I'm gonna have to experiment with that and figure that out. Maybe it's a timing thing. Maybe you have to do it at the very end of the blast. No, okay. Weird. I don't know. I did it, like, amidst a dodge. I don't know how I did that. Strange. Alright. Nothing jumping down. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Yeah, same. Like, how many dogs are you going to fucking stack in one area to simulate difficulty? I would rather have, like, one dog and then, like, one big enemy or something like that. That's actually dangerous, rather than have, like, 7 or 8 dogs for them to body you with, because that just seems stupid. Whoa, what the fuck? Holy shit! What the fuck was that? Why doesn't she just use that move all the time? We'll be through this in a matter of minutes. What is this game about? It's really complicated. Essentially, Geppetto is a master craftsman, and there's some shit with the hands of God. There's this faction known as the Alchemists, and they're performing humanoid experimentation with Ergo. But Ergo manifests in organic and inorganic matter, but it has different effects. So on humans, it corrodes and corrupts the soul, pretty much, or it shuts down your internal organs, so everybody who ingests anything related to this ergo petrification shit starts suffering or being victim to an illness or something. And then puppets gain sentience, which is called ego. So puppets become more aware and they become more humanoid in essence, so they have feelings and they have thoughts and they have emotions and they have will, and they have their own kind of like internal path. But Geppetto, in his grand magnificence, has the ability to bind puppets to this thing called the Grand Order, or the Grand Covenant. And basically that makes them not able to operate autonomously, so they have to operate under his will and his direct influence. But basically throughout the game, he uses you as a tool to amass a giant stock of ergo for him to revive his son who died of this petrification disease. So there's this character named Sophia, and she essentially has like a profound compatibility with the ergo experimentation or something, and she basically transcends into a godlike being in essence. So she's able to, in some way, for some manner, some reasoning, she's able to reverse the flow of time. So basically, you don't learn this until later, but you are Geppetto's deceased son, Carlo. Basically reanimated but only in thought and mind,
we will return together
into the body of a puppet. So you're one of Geppetto's creations, but he instilled Carlo's memories and essence within you in the hopes to have you work and stock up the ergo that he needs for human revitalization. Well, okay, so Geppetto isn't trying to turn you into a real boy. He's trying to revive his son Carlo. But in the end, where you do become a real boy, you become an instrument to his will, and you basically become enslaved, and you have no autonomy of your own. So you're not really living. You're forced under Geppetto's influence. So it kind of tracks and really makes you question what humanity is. It's kind of a provocative thing, and it's open to interpretation, depending on like how you want to interpret the story and everything. But there's these factions called the Bastards and the Sweepers, and they're stalkers, and the stalkers basically operate as a dedicated movement or an abolition of all the carcass monsters that have arisen throughout the city of Krat due to the perversion of the alchemists' order and everything like that. So originally, from what I gather, the alchemists were initially devout, but they grew corrupted over influence, and there was a lot of shady shit going on. And we are with the legendary stalker right now, so she's basically the founder of all stalkers, essentially. So I'm guessing people revere her and her deeds as positive influence and took after her or something and organized a faction of their own. But at one point or another, the alchemists and the Grand Order became construed, and there were people who left the Grand Covenant and left the Grand Order. Vanini being one of them, the leader of Vanini Works, or whatever, the guy who's known all throughout Krat for his ingenuity and his machinations and all that. Yeah, it's very 1943.